Why do we keep ending up in the same relationship just with different people? Why do we love too hard, push people away, stay with those who don't see us, or run from those who do? You aren't broken, you are patterned, okay? And those patterns started a long time ago. Attachment theory tells us that the way we bonded with our earliest caretakers, like the people who taught us what love is formed, the blueprint for how we now relate to others. There are four primary attachment styles: secure, avoidant, anxious, and disorganized. Each one shapes how we give love, how we receive it, and why we may be silently struggling in every relationship we enter. So let's explore. If you have a secure attachment, you likely had at least one parent who was emotionally available, who met your needs consistently and made you feel safe to express who you were. You are probably good at trusting, being vulnerable, and resolving conflict, but even you can struggle. Like, you may stay in relationships that are good enough because they are comfortable. Like, you may hesitate to leap into something real because real love feels riskier than staying stable. Like, you don't fear abandonment, but you might fear disruption. Like, what you need to learn is that safety is not always the same as fulfillment. And love, the kind that transforms, will sometimes feel terrifying. That's how you know it matters. If you have an avoidant attachment, your emotional needs were likely dismissed or ignored. You may have been praised for independence but punished for emotion. So you learn early, don't cry, don't feel, and now you keep your distance even from the people you care about. You don't struggle to live relationships, you struggle to be in them. You find flaws last, you withdraw even faster. You are terrified of being fully seen because deep down you still believe you will be rejected if you are. What you need isn't more space, it's more safety. Start by showing up genuinely with people you trust, even just a little bit. See that intimacy isn't a threat, it's the antidote. If you have an anxious attachment, your childhood love felt like a guessing game, sometimes warm, sometimes gone. So now, love feels urgent, like you overthink, overgive, overattach. You are afraid of losing people, so you hold them tight even when they are hurting you. You spend more time in your head than in your heart and reading between lines, like trying to predict outcomes, waiting for the other shoe to drop. You think your fear is protecting you, but really it's keeping you in a cycle of pain. What you need is presence, okay, to ground yourself in reality, to surround yourself with safe people, and most importantly, to remind yourself what's meant for you will never require anxiety to maintain. If you have a disorganized attachment, your caregivers were your greatest source of pain. They were supposed to protect you, but instead they hurt you. And so love became a battlefield. You didn't know whether to run toward or away. You learned to dissociate from feelings, from reality, from yourself. In relationships now, you struggle to trust your gut. You might chase people you don't care about or push away those you do. You confuse chaos for chemistry because chaos is what you knew. This kind of attachment wounding goes deep. You will need help to heal it, like therapy, safe relationships, deep inner work. But the good news is you can rewire the way you love. You can relearn safety. You can come home to yourself. Your attachment style is not a life sentence. It's a pattern, and patterns can be changed. They were created through relationship, and they can be healed through relationships. By choosing better, by showing up differently, by loving yourself first and accepting that yes, love is risky, but it's also worth it. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be aware, because once you see the pattern, you can stop living it. Why are you struggling in your relationships because you are trying to love for old wounds, because you were never taught what safe love really looks like, because healing is hard, but it's possible. You don't need to fear your style, you need to understand it so you can stop reliving your childhood and finally start living your life. And this was the message of today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And that's it. I see you in the next video. Bye!